Well, hello, you fine folk. Good morning. Monday morning. Amazing. And so today I have tomatoes, beans, and peas as well. So yesterday was a fruit day. I don't really get it, but it's a biodynamic moon thing. So fruit day was yesterday. So come. Today we're going to be working into stony clocks or stone clocks. And so it might be heavy on your shoulders. So if you have anything going on with your shoulders, really pay attention because we'll be loading our shoulders in different ways. So take rest, mind yourself, okay? So come lie on your back. Come. Lying on your back, your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor. And just feel the floor beneath you. Back of your head, shoulders, elbows, length of your spine, sacrum, buttocks, soles of your feet. Just let all of that settle. Be here now. I love that. Be now here. Just like, what part of you is really here right now? What part of you is present and anchored and connected? And just relish that. Really enjoy the connection. Almost like, imagine that it's your best friend ever and that you've just met them after a long while. You're like, oh, and the joy of being in your body. Really feel that. The ease, the safety, the joy of being in a particular part of your body that feels like wellness right now, wherever that might be for you. My heart fills. I feel a sense of joy and lightness as I really connect to my wellness. It's very beautiful. So just let your knees sway from side to side and keep that idea of moving in wellness. This is a practice of cultivating wellness, self-awareness, the ability to discern when you found your limits and how to stop and pause at your limits, whatever that might be. And they're different in all the different directions of us. Some directions for me seem incredibly easy, and then other ones I have to really be very careful in. So just hear that in your body. We are all so different. Like every tree in my forest is utterly different. Every blade of grass on my land is different. All of ye are different and individual. So push your feet down, begin to roll up and down. And as you roll, hear this moment in your body. Be present to this. And being present to this is by tracking the sensations in you, is by feeling there's different layers of us. So there's the feeling of where I am in space, the proprioception of us. So as you move, that awareness changes. Oh, my hips are high. Oh, my hips are low. Nice. And your head changes position slightly, your shoulders change. There's the sense of the movement. You can feel the movement of all the joints. You can feel the clothing that you're wearing, the pressure of the floor, the contact as you roll, the changing contact as you roll. Nice. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Bring your arms wide into a T. And then let your right hand travel across the front of you and reach towards the left as far as you can. Keep both soles of your feet on the floor. And then bring your right hand back to your left shoulder. And just feel that your rib cage and your abdominal muscles engage. So there's a certain point where I feel something really like it bites on the right side of my waist. And I'm like, yum, that is so cool. It's really nice feeling that part of me and tracking it. Nice. Other way. Bend your left elbow, reach towards the right. And really hear, like a few moments ago, if I asked you where the left side of your body was and how it felt, you'd be like, yeah, it's fine. Whereas now you're like, wow, feel it, connect to it, move in it. Hear its limit and its wellness and cultivate that. Nice. Come all the way back. Land on the floor. Nice. Walk your feet till they're together. Draw your right knee up and hold on behind the right knee. So your knee is bent and you're just holding on both hands behind your right knee. Squeeze it down towards your chest. And then let the left leg travel. So left leg comes up all the way till it taps on the left knee. And just tap your toes to the floor. So do that a few times. So you draw your knee up and then foot travels down. If this feels like enough, stay there. Or begin to slowly straighten out through the left leg and find the distance that feels good for you. And then draw it up. And just begin to travel. And imagine every time that you push your leg out, that you're pushing a stone away. So you're really trying to engage the back of your knee as you push, and then you come back up again. Feel like you're connected deeply into the movement of your leg. And there's a deep sense of a push down into your leg. This is that same grounding movement that we do when we're standing. You know, feet, legs, pelvis. This is this moment on the floor. So feel the push. Nice. Draw your left knee up towards you. Hold on to it. Squeeze it in. And keeping your right knee bent, just let your right leg travel up and down. Toes touch the floor. And you might find that this is enough for you, or begin to travel a little bit more out or all the way out. And so this front of your leg, the front of your hip area, we are chair sitters. You know, if you were to, like we're not tree climbers, we're chair sitters. So sitting in a chair closes the front of your hip, closes the front of your thigh. So this is like such an incredible anti-chair movement. Just feel that. If you find it tight, maybe reflect, am I sitting a lot? And am I allowing the front of my belly, the front of my leg to open as a compensation or in response to that? Am I really adjusting me, meeting me as I sit in a chair? And then afterwards, do I stretch? Nice. Draw both knees up towards you, squeeze them both in. And then let both toes touch the floor. Keep your lower back on the floor. Squeeze both knees in. Touch. Squeeze both knees in and touch. Nice. Stay where you are or begin to extend your legs out at a 45-degree angle. Squeeze them in and pull them up towards you every time. Out, whatever that is. And maybe they go out just above the floor. But really feel, if you feel like your lower back is lifting, then you've gone too far. You're in ego. So remove that ego and come back to what your body is saying. So mine is just below 45-degree angle where there's kind of a juicy working edge. If I bring my feet just above the floor, I can feel that I'm working too hard. I'm straining. Just feel that one more time. Are you able to manage your edge? Nice. Both feet to the floor. Sway your knees from side to side. As you travel across the back of your body, how do you sense the weight of you traveling through the buttocks, the hips, the sacrum? Can you feel your spine, your pelvis move? Such incredible architecture. Kind of blown away by our ability. It's amazing. Nice. And then roll all the way over and come into your cat pose and have a stone handy. I lost my stone. Oh, there it is. Cool. So, hands and knees, stone. So, hold on to the stone with your right hand and bring your stone over towards the left. And do you go in front of the left arm to do that? Bring it back. Or did you go under the left arm to do that? So try both ways. Over towards the left or under towards the left. One more time. Over and under. Nice. Other hand. Hold on to the stone with your left hand. Go over and then go under. These are all movements that we do. Over and under. Nice. So stone in your right hand. So instead of the clock confuses me. I'm so dyslexic. I start getting really anxious about the numbers. So it's going to be front, right, back, and left. And that's already hard for me, but that's better than a clock, okay? So front. And then right. And just let it go for a moment and then pick it up again. Back, and try and get back around the corner as far as you can, because this is where you have to compensate, because, how do you pick it up? So go between your legs and over your left calf, and then bring it to the left. And I went under and then forward. Great, other side. Left hand to the left, to behind, and all the way around the corner as far as you can. And then between, and then right, and then forward. Nice, how cool. So, same thing, but you're gonna, if that was strong enough, stay there, or lift your knees off the floor and let them hover. So, right hand to the right, right stone straight back behind you, right stone to the left, and then right stone forward. Nice, other side. Left stone, left stone. I've put my block between my thing between my feet, and then right, and then forward. Stretch back into your downward dog. And just wiggle a bit there. Have a sense of moving. Nice. Both knees to the floor. So take your stone and bring it all the way to the right. So wherever your right hand places it down. Nice. Bring both hands back into your cat. Round your back. And arch your back. Round your back. Arch your back. Nice. Lift your knees off the floor. Let them float. And then turn your toes towards the right and sit your left bum down on the side of your left thigh. And then come back up. Knees are floating. Turn your toes towards the left. Sit your right bum down. And then come back up. Nice. One more time. Turn your toes towards the right. Sit your left bum down. Right. Come back up. Turn your toes to the left. Sit your right bum down. And come back up. So we're going to use that movement now, okay? So push back into your downward dog. And just have a stretch back. And lengthen through your legs. Drop your knees to the floor and touch your stone with your right hand. Nice, come back. Touch your stone with your left hand. And come back. Touch your stone with your right foot. Come back. Touch your stone with your left foot. So we're going to use that movement. Lift your knees off the floor. Turn your toes towards the right. Drop your left bum down. And then tap your foot onto your stone. Woohoo! Come back. All the way back up to center. Drop your knees to the floor. Take your stone. Bring it to the left. Nice. Touch your stone with your left hand. Touch your stone with your right hand. Touch your stone with your left foot. Lift your knees up. Turn your toes towards the left. Sit your right bum down. Touch your toes with your right foot. Come all the way back. Downward dog. Nice. Walk your feet forward and draw your elbows back till they're touching your knees. Rolling slowly up. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. Reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Roll down. And then rolling back up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Coming down. Rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together, looking up. Nice. Coming down. Roll into your wrists. Big circles. And then roll in the other direction. So wonderfully bright. Oh, sunrise is beautiful. Those of you in Dublin, you're probably there already. You've probably been and gone. It's probably really bright. In England, it's probably already fully light. Roll into your shoulders. South Africa, you do it the day later, so you'll see this tomorrow. Australia, yeah, you'll do it at a completely different time. Nice, hands to your hips. Roll. And just feel your feet. As you roll, how do your weight travel in your feet? And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Come all the way to stand at the front of your mat. So beautiful. So this is directly east for me. So I look down along the forest and I see this glorious kind of grey blue sky with these orange peachy stripes in it. And then I see my chickens and a few ducks as well. Oh, and then the whole geese herd. Is it a flock? Probably a flock. So reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back and just pause there in a deep lunge. Step back into your plank. Drop your knees to the floor, lower all the way down. Bring your elbows to the floor, rise, and try and see the sunrise. And then lowering down, hands to the floor, push back, all the way back into your downward dog. I was saying that yesterday, awe is anti-inflammatory. Just love that concept. The more we can connect to the beauty of the nature around us, the more we are touched by it and changed by it. So, when was the last time you sat in nature and just listened and heard and listened to the birds? And so amazing. Stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling and step your right foot forward. Pause in your lunge. Step forward. So we're often in nature, but we're often very busy in nature. I can speak for myself, actually. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. So I'm really trying to cultivate a stillness in nature, slowly rolling down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left foot back, step back. Pause in your lunge. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Bring your elbows to the floor, rise. So beautiful. Hands to the floor, push back. And then push all the way back, downward dog. Moments in nature, they change us. We are nature. And when we listen to the nature in us and around us, it's just very beautiful. Stretch your left foot up towards the ceiling, reaching high, and step your left foot forward. Pause, step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up, reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Nice, one more time. Reaching your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your right foot back. Lunge. Feel the floor beneath your feet. Step your left foot back. 2 hands, 2 feet on the floor. Knees down, feel the connection. Belly down. Bring your elbows to the floor, push into the floor. Feel the contact as you rise. Nice. Hands to the floor, push. Push. Traveling back, downward dog. Feel the length of you. Stretch your right foot up, reaching up and back. Step your right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up, reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Oh, here comes the geese. Head drops down. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Stretch your left foot back. Step it back into your lunge. And step back into your plank. Knees to the floor. Belly to the floor. Elbows down. Rise. Wow, the sky is epic. It's just beautiful. Nice. Lowering down. Hands to the floor. Push back. All the way back. Nice. Stretch your left foot up. Rising up. And then left foot all the way forward. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So come sit with your stones or whatever it is that you're using. And just sit into a cross-legged position and have your stones on your palms. And find a way that your hands are resting. Whatever way that is. And for me, it takes a while. My fingers kind of wobble a bit, and it takes a few moments to really find that settling. And then just closing your eyes and feel the practice in you. Let yourself earth and ground and connect. And then let yourself soar and rise in levity. So we're not only gravity, we are also levity. So there's this downward movement. And from the down, we rise into the up. So just feel your up, feel the base of you and then the top of you. Let your breath be smooth and steady in your belly. Maybe wherever you are, if you're doing this in the morning with me, you can hear the bird song. Nice. Maybe you can hear your cock-a-doodle-doo too. So wonderful. So every morning when I wake up, I come down and I make a coffee. I used to drink tea, but now I drink coffee. And so I take the first, I sit outside. I go outside and I sit. I have this big coat and I sit outside on the deck. I just notice the nature in the first thing in the morning. And so still it's very dark when I wake up. I can see the light of Galway city in the distance. This morning was dry. The sky was clear. It was cold. There was a crispness to the air that was very beautiful. There was all these I just noticed. I noticed as much information as I can. The deck was dry, a little bit damp, but dry. So maybe take a point in your day that you sit outside and you notice the nature in the air around you, in the temperature, in the trees or whatever it is that you see, the plants that you see, and just notice today what is happening in those trees, in those plants, in the air, in the sky, in the water on the deck or the seat that you're sitting on. Wonderful. So have a wonderful day and be well, and I will see you all tomorrow. So bright. It's amazing. So bright. I'm liking this earth thing. It's very interesting, this adventure. So great. Bye.